You've watched Friends countless times, but some storylines never made it to your screen. From bizarre character decisions to shocking betrayals that would have completely derailed the show, these deleted arcs were cut before they could change everything. Here are 10 Friends storylines that got scrapped. Some for good reason, some that make you wonder what could have been.
We have to say something. We have to get it out. It's eating me alive.
Chandler at a male strip club. Chandler was supposed to become a regular at a male strip club. Not for the strippers, for the sandwiches. The writers planned an entire arc where Chandler kept going back because the food was genuinely that good, leading to awkward moments when his friends asked where he'd been spending his time. But an NBC executive shut it down before filming started. The storyline was dropped completely, never making it past the planning stage.
When I stuck that dollar bill in her G-string and grazed her thigh...
Phase 3! I just achieved phase 3!
Really?
I am totally picturing you with all those women!
Chandler cheating on Monica in Vegas. Chandler and Monica were supposed to have a massive fight during their Vegas anniversary trip that would end with Chandler cheating on her with a hotel employee. Actress Lisa Cash was cast as the woman Chandler would cheat with. The night before taping, Matthew Perry had reportedly gone to the writers and argued that the audience would never forgive Chandler for betraying Monica. The writers agreed and scrapped the infidelity plot, recasting Lisa Cash as a flight attendant instead.
So that Chandler went to the writers and said the audience will never forgive him for cheating on Monica, which he was probably right. I think it was a good move because they had that other thing with the Ross and Rachel.
The Minnesota relocation. The entire gang was supposed to move to Minnesota, not just Chandler going to Tulsa. According to the behind-the-scenes book Generation Friends, Chandler's job transfer would have taken him to Minnesota and all 6 friends would have followed him there. The show would have gotten a complete overhaul. New opening credits, a new coffee shop replacing Central Perk, and storylines centered around their lives in the Midwest. Friends without New York would have meant a totally different show.
Take whatever you want, just please don't hurt me.
The writers realized this wouldn't work and scaled it back to just Chandler briefly relocating to Tulsa instead. Pat the Cop. Before Friends even premiered, NBC executives wanted to add a 7th friend to the cast, a New York police officer named Pat. He would have been an older, more mature presence who occasionally hung out with the group at Central Perk, offering advice and serving as a father figure between shifts. The showrunners hated the idea. They wanted 6 equals, not a babysitter hovering over the young cast. Instead of adding Pat, they focused on expanding the roles of the Friends' parents throughout the series. Pat the Cop was scrapped before the pilot was filmed, never making it past the initial planning stage. Rachel and Gunther as roommates. After Monica and Chandler moved in together, Rachel needed a new place to live. The writers originally planned for her to move in with Gunther instead of Phoebe, creating an entire arc around the awkward living situation with her obsessed barista. Both Jennifer Aniston and James Michael Tyler hated the idea. They convinced the producers to drop it, arguing it felt forced and unnatural for the show's flow. Rachel moved in with Phoebe instead, and Gunther stayed exactly where he belonged, behind the counter at Central Perk, pining from a distance.
I just have to tell you, I loved you. No, I don't know if that changes your plans at all, but I thought you should know.
Joey and Phoebe's secret hookups. Matt LeBlanc and Lisa Kudrow pitched a wild idea to the writers. Joey and Phoebe had been secretly hooking up throughout the entire series, and none of the other friends knew. The reveal would have come through flashbacks showing their casual fling happening between major storylines across all 10 seasons. The 2 actors loved the concept and thought it would explain the natural chemistry they had on screen. They wanted it revealed late in the series as a shocking twist. The showrunners rejected the pitch, choosing to preserve Joey and Phoebe's platonic friendship instead. The storyline never progressed beyond the actors' suggestion. Chandler and Rachel's original romance. The original plan for Friends was for Rachel to end up with Chandler, not Ross. Early drafts of the show tested their romantic chemistry, most notably in The One with the Flashback, where they nearly hooked up. When the episode aired, the audience didn't respond well to the pairing. Fans didn't see the spark between them, and the idea quietly disappeared from future storylines. Chandler's romantic focus shifted to Monica instead, a decision that ended up redefining the entire series and giving the show one of its most beloved relationships.
Where's the James Taylor CD?
Honey, I'm going to save you some time. 200 CDs, not one of them in the right case.
Okay.
Elizabeth's pregnancy before Rachel's. Before Rachel's shocking pregnancy reveal in season 8, Ross was supposed to go through a different pregnancy scare first. The original plan for season 6 had Elizabeth, Ross's student girlfriend, announce she was pregnant with his child. Ross would have spent an entire season thinking he was going to be a father again, dealing with all the complications of having a baby with a much younger woman. Later, it would be revealed he wasn't the father, and just when things settled down, Rachel would drop her actual pregnancy bombshell. The writers dropped the storyline to avoid repeating the same pregnancy arc twice in a row. They went straight to Rachel's pregnancy instead.
I'm good.
Ross, there is no pressure on you, okay? I mean, you can be as involved as you want.
The honeymoon airport detention. Monica and Chandler's honeymoon was supposed to take a much darker turn after their wedding. In the original script, the newlyweds would be detained by airport security following a misunderstanding, and every attempt they made to explain themselves would only make the situation worse. The episode was scheduled to air just 2 weeks after September 11th, 2001. Given the timing and sensitivity around airport security, the producers quickly replaced it with a lighter storyline where Monica and Chandler compete with another couple for flight upgrades. The darker detention scenes were never aired but eventually surfaced years later in the Friends Deleted Scenes collection.
Very important that we make this flight. See, it's one of those her plan versus my plan kind of things.
What do you mean by plan?
You really should just ask me yes or no questions.
Ben's complete disappearance. Ross's son Ben appeared regularly throughout the early seasons, celebrating holidays, pulling pranks with Rachel, and bonding with his dad. But once Emma was born in season 8, Ben vanished completely with zero explanation. No goodbye scenes, no mention of him moving away with Carol and Susan, nothing. Ross simply stopped acknowledging he had another child, and the show never addressed it. The disappearance remains one of the strangest and most talked about loose ends in Friends history. A major character erased without a single line of dialogue explaining why. Still obsessed with Friends? This next video is one you need to see.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Okay, it's not a contest.